Yeah, no. Well, Plumpy just got DC'd, so we're watching it from Dez. And away we go. Let's Costa get a better start. No, he does not. Clarify goes to cover off Costa. Dez tries to get a better line. He's now going to try to overtake his teammate. Haas versus Haas. And this is going to really help Clarify, though, no matter what. They're going to lose time here. donw trying to make an early overtake. Can he do it? No, he can't. Park perfectly in the middle. I heard somebody crash out somewhere. I don't know where the hell that was. V-Dog now needs to keep his head down. Cannot create damage again. Damage comes his way. He's going to start getting really screwed here. Plumpy has joined the session, but he's going to be in the battle. Plumpy got DSQ'd because he DC'd at the start. Plumpy is out of the race entirely, which means any penalty he gets from hitting people on purpose is just going to carry on to next season. Or FIA, since it's a title fight. Either way, V-Dog, 9, 1, 2, 3, 1/10 back and can't do anything about it. Dez, now he has ERS, but Clarify has more, like usual. Dez has to lock in for Haas. Clarify needs to lock in for Aston Martin. Aston Martin already ahead on the points. He doesn't. If Dez and Costa weren't right behind him, he wouldn't need to lock in as hard because he doesn't necessarily need to defend the win as hard. But because it's a win, and if Haas get the win, they have a significantly better chance at winning this entire thing. Clarify cannot give it to him. So a lot of drivers all bunched up. donw's been struggling with a lot of grip lately. In qualifying, he was slipping and sliding. Now he's slipping and sliding once again. Can Franco try to maximize his opportunity? Down on the outside of donw. No, he's going to try to switch it to the inside. Fastest lap goes Clarify. They're trying to create a wall. V-Dog trying to figure out how to slip right through. Oh, almost taps the back. Oh, did V-Dog hit somebody? I'm not sure, but all of a sudden my screen, I don't know what happened there. But V-Dog looks to have a completely healthy front wing. No damages on the Aston Martin car. He looks to be fine. Burning ERS. Has no ERS. The guys behind do have ERS. They're going to try to make an overtake. V-Dog trying to do what he did with the Aston Martins, but with the Haas drivers, but he can't do it now. 2/10 back is Dez. Dez is staying on the back of Clarify. He has more ERS, significantly more. If he is, and that might have been a warning from Dez, if they could not lose his title out due to 3-second time penalties. He needs to keep it clean. Either way, Haas are taking the fight to Clarify. Well, hold on. V-Dog is going to take the fight to Cadillac, but Franco's not going to try to let through. Cadillac versus Aston Martin. Who's going to hit the brakes the latest? It looks like the Cadillac driver. Aston Martin has to tuck behind. Now he's under pressure by Lego Builder, who I don't even know who this guy is, but he has a lot of ERS. Franco has no ERS. V-Dog does. I think it's almost damn near guaranteed overtake. Clarify has no ERS. Dez is not even attempting the overtake because he wants the overtake mode for next lap. He's letting Clarify gain more ERS. Either way, V-Dog got overtaken by Lego Builder, but he overtakes Franco. V-Dog now trying to overtake the Audi driver. Can he do it? Audi driver has no ERS compared to V-Dog. V-Dog goes the Aston Martin. A pretty easy and clean overtake. Costa gets the fastest lap of the session so far. If Haas overtake Clarify, they can win this title right back. V-Dog, what the hell is V-Dog? V-Dog and donw. donw has nothing. Clarify, getting overtaken by a Haas driver. Now they're going to be fighting, going wheel to wheel. They need to keep it clean. There's a virtual safety car, but who was in front during the virtual safety car? That's going to be crucial. It looks like Clarify just got in front, and Clarify gets P1 again. Virtual safety car due to a slow-moving Franco Colapinto. Don't know what happened there, but he is now down in P14. It was an overtake at the nick of time, but now Dez is going to have to try to get some crazy overtake on him, but Clarify, nope, Dez would still have overtake mode, really not. I don't know how that works after a virtual safety car. V-Dog, Rez is right, V-Dog is completely keeping this championship alive. But Clarify might have just got the jump on Dez. Dez now deployed ERS. They have the exact same. No, Dez has less ERS. Because of it, though, he's actually being smart. Yes, he was. Now they have the identical ERS. Does Dez make an overtake this early on? I don't think he should. Costa really struggled off the start, but that's okay, because donw is not all over the back of him. V-Dog and Lego Builder. Lego Builder just absolutely got caught off guard completely. This is very, very good news for Aston Martin. Now he's not really under too much pressure. Lego Builder gets a 3-second time penalty. Now he's not really under pressure whatsoever. We're going to go penalties. That's a good thing to keep track of. Dez on Clarify. He has the ERS that Clarify definitely does not have. This is looking pretty good for Dez. Dez is looking fast. He's looking calm. He's looking consistent. And Ginger gets a 10-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. There goes a big, hefty penalty. V-Dog, hold on. We got to watch Dez. Dez on Clarify. Does he go for an overtake? He has to keep it clean. We do not want to see this go to the steward's room. They leave space. They leave perfect amount of space. V-Dog tries to fight with donw. Can he do it? Clarify. Does he try to send a switch back? No, he does not. And V-Dog hits the brakes really, really late. Trying to harvest a lot of ERS, which is obviously working because it's almost up to 100%. Clarify gets overtaken. He does not have the ERS everybody else has. Could Costa try to overtake him next? If Costa gets ahead of him here, a Haas could slow down Clarify and try to at least cause Dez to gap Clarify. If Dez can get out of that ERS range, the battery range, and guarantee 25 points for Haas, then Costa will need to do his job to make sure that they take this title. Costa on, oh, they tap tires. Oh, they tap again. Clarify into the wall. Clarify into the wall, and no front wing. But there is a complete safety car. And this will go to the steward's room. Costa goes for an overtake. Clarify, or not Clarify, Costa hits the back of Clarify. But now, no matter what, both of them can't pit. One of them might want to go over in the pits. Yeah, but now everyone gets a free pit stop. And here, with the fact that tire management, you're not burning your tires that much, and tire management's already like non-existent with these regs, there's a great chance that it doesn't matter. Clarify probably can just come back right back and win it. This makes things interesting, but I'm just going to say it from watching many races. I think Clarify still has the better shot at winning. Clarify doesn't have a front wing because it's glitched. But anyways, I don't think it's over for Clarify. I think Clarify, he can take the hards to the end. 100%, 20 laps, you can do it in Las Vegas. You can definitely do it in Las Vegas. It's mostly just straights. And he got a free pit stop. Yeah, but it's Clarify, bro. Overtaking might be a problem, but it's also just Clarify. Clarify is a champion. I don't know. I think the Haas drive, everybody else pitted. Everybody is on the same strategy. This is some McLaren Qatar shit right here. Either Haas just caused their own downfall, or Haas just complete. And V-Dog gets a 10-second time penalty for a collision with Costa. If V-Dog pits, which he's going to have to, he'll serve that penalty, and it can't be taken away. This is horrible for Aston, but does not mean that Costa can't get a time penalty. Costa can still get a time penalty. This screws up what is happening? Bro, I'm going to say what Bleak said. Bleak just said, I said what is happening. Bleak said it's the gods saying sorry for Bahrain, bro. Oh, man. Yo, what the hell happened? Bro, Bleak, I would stop talking to save karma and just let it ride. Let it ride. You don't want to jinx anything. Let it ride because V-Dog is 100. V-Dog's gonna go into the pits. Yeah, V-Dog's chilling. I think Aston Martin actually on the right strategy. I'm not gonna lie. V-Dog now into the pits. Clarify's going to move up the position. V-Dog gets a 10-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. He'll serve this 10 seconds, but he'll be left with another. You cannot get your 10 seconds removed from speeding in the pit lane, and he's serving his 10 seconds from hitting, what is it called? From hitting Costa, which means V-Dog is stuck with the 20 seconds worth of time penalties, and is going to have to figure something out. But he's still in this race. Do not count the Astons out, as the Astons both have hard tires, and they can go to the end. It does not, because, bro, I don't know. Bro. Both Haas are going to have to pit, not decently soon, but decently soon at the same time. And they're both going to pit. They're both going to be behind Clarify and V-Dog, most likely. Well, I don't know about V-Dog. V-Dog has a 10-second. So they'll be behind V-Dog, but with V-Dog's 10-second, technically time-wise, they'll be ahead. But it does not matter. Their fight's not with V-Dog. Their fight's with Clarify. If Clarify wins the race, it physically does not matter what happens. They're pretty much going to be guaranteed the title. However, if they pit Clarify wins, but they get a 1-2, but because of V-Dog's 10-second time penalty that he has, he finishes out of the points. Aston would have pulled off the 1% chance that we talked about that's never going to happen, and it could have happened. The thing is, with the 6 points difference, and you literally can see Clarify in the rear view mirrors of Costa. He's not that far down. Clarify definitely is on the right strategy. I don't see how he's not. His tires aren't burning right now. He can go even longer because the safety car is going out for even longer. Clarify's on the right strat. I think Clarify wins this race. I think... oh my god. Miko forgot how to freaking brake. The Haas drivers need to work together. They need to let each other know exactly when we're going and go at that marker. That's what I would do if I was the Haas drivers. But they're not in voice chat with each other, so I don't know how they're going to do that. This is why you need to be in voice chat. Because if that was in voice chat, Dez would say, I'm going at this line, Costa follow. And it looks like they might have got it. And I would also say, if Clarify catches fast, Costa, you're not racing for the driver's title. Dez has been faster all weekend long. Depends on who's behind who. But just slow Clarify down. Race with him. Race wheel to wheel with him. Don't make it dirty or else you might just lose it by penalties. Guarantee a win for Haas. And then just hope to God that that second driver can beat V-Dog. As long as that second driver beats V-Dog, they will win the title. But I don't know. They blew there's now 1,000 different probabilities for the championship. And if Miko's too slow to keep up, if he is, then by the time Clarify catches, he won't have that overtake mode. Caesar go to the 3-second time penalty. We're going to watch from the champion's perspective because the champion of Clarify, of Aston Martin, what he does in the next couple laps will determine everything. Lego Builder has left the session. He's done. I think after getting a 3 and crashing out and doing a bunch of other things, he's done. So I said, bro, I don't think this was the strategy. I think they took a McLaren type of strat. Everybody has pitted pretty much, I think. Yeah, everyone has pitted besides Miko and the 2 Haas drivers. Miko and donw are fighting. This is good for Haas. If they continue to fight, they'll be out of that 1-second range, but they need to keep doing it. Oh, almost contact. Clarify is flying out there. Up to P6. He's just staring at the back of Burt. Burt thinking about making an overtake. Can he do it? Oh, they're about to go 3 wide. This could be very bad. No, Burt is on throttle, off throttle, on throttle, off throttle. Can he make a double overtake? No, he cannot. But Clarify, he's like a heat-seeking missile, and he's right behind. Can we see? Through goes Clarify. If Clarify pulls this off, this would be absolutely legendary. Can he pull off? Oh, he had to back out, or he was going into the wall. Clarify goes really wide. Alex 3 trying to challenge for it. But hold on. Miko pulls out of the way. Through goes Clarify. Moves up to P5. He doesn't actually pull all the way. He just went wide or whatever. But either way, Clarify up to P5. This is great for Aston Martin. He is right behind. If the Haas is pit anytime within the next 6 laps, Clarify is going to be 20 seconds in the lead. Right? Like this, I don't think this was the right strategy. I think Haas might have lost their own title. They had the hands on it, bro. Oh, contact for Burt and the wall. Burt's not going to really try to defend against Clarify. I mean, I don't see why he would. And through goes Clarify. Clarify needs one more position. He's already up to P3. Was this the strategy? I don't know. Even if it was the strategy, now I have to overtake everybody. And these people around here are kind of crazy sometimes. Okay, well, it's a guaranteed overtake for Clarify as nobody else has ERS. Burt has a lot of ERS, but he's choosing not to use it. I don't think he wants to fight Clarify for this title right now, because he doesn't want to get in the mix of it. But now Clarify is fast. He's flying. He's on better tires than Costa and Dez. If he starts catching, which he definitely is, about 1/10 every time he turns the car. This is going to be interesting. Costa and Dez need to slingshot off each other using this overtake. But Costa has no ERS. This is very bad. He needs to be smart with it. They both need to. ERS is speed. Burt now right behind Clarify. Is Burt going to go? Oh, Burt, let's go of the gas right there. I don't think he is actually trying to fight with Clarify. I think he's holding up Don Polo and letting Clarify sail through. Either way, Don Polo, the right behind Audi versus Williams. Bunch of overtakes. Can we see a good overtake? No, we cannot. What happened to Burt? Burt has wing damage? Yeah, Burt has wing damage. Oh, that's why he couldn't turn. 3-second time penalty for Miko for multiple warnings. Oh, and he smacks the wall. Burt already with the 1 second away, and Clarify is catching. But if the Haas drivers pit now, their title is over. But the problem is that to stay out, their title could also arguably be over. V-Dog, 10-second time penalty, but still right behind. This is gap to leader right now. 5 seconds is V-Dog to Dez. Clarify is about 3. They would have to have some crazy tire offset and overtake a bunch of people without dying and get at least a double podium. And V-Dog would have to be sent out of the points of the top with this 10-second. Right now, he's sent out of the points of this 10-second. We have a long race ahead of us, a long gap to produce. V-Dog's 10-second time penalty and other people's time penalties later on. I don't know, bro. Everyone's pitted, basically. V-Dog makes an easy overtake on Franco, but Franco trying to challenge it back. He doesn't want to give it up that easy. He does not care about the title fight with Haas and Aston. He's fighting for his own race. Franco up to P5. Haas are going to be delighted to see that. But Clarify is catching Costa significantly compared to these two. Clarify is flying out on track. He was just 2.1. Now he's 1.4. One of these drivers need to pit this lap. If they pit this lap, the tire offset is not going to be big. It's going to look like it's big, but they were under safety car for like 3 laps. So it's actually not that big. Well, yeah, that's why. Well, that's why one of them needed to pit, because it would be double stack. But I don't know why one of them didn't pit. Because if one of them pitted, they would have covered off the Astons anyways. And they've obviously are fast enough to fight with them. The fact that they did not do that means they gotta hope they can somehow make back up, which everyone's the same pace. Oh, and even Don Polo is catching them. That is, I'm not saying Don Polo's a bad driver, but I'm saying these guys are trying to fight for a title, and other drivers are catching. Somebody needs to pit here. Who's gonna pit? Yeah. Well, you also can't contact them because then you're in voice chat. Yeah. Who's going to pit here? If one of them don't pit, it's definitely the bad strategy. What I would do, I don't even know. Costa's going to go in the pit. Dez is going to stay out because he had a bigger gap to Costa, I think. Costa's going to drop every position. Plumpy has rejoined the session. Clarify's going to go, Costa's going to go dead last. Oh, this is interesting. This is, yeah, but it doesn't matter. You guys have to get a double podium. So either way, you guys need everybody. This is gonna be interesting. V-Dog still right now with his 10-second time penalty is just outside the top 10. But actually, no, he's not, because Ginger has a 10-second time penalty, and a bunch of people are probably getting time penalties by the stewards / me later. So I don't know. I think one of these Haas drivers have to win this Grand Prix, and I think Clarify might have it under control after that pit. I don't think that damage did anything. I don't think that damage when they collided did anything. Clarify now right behind. He has overtake mode. Might be a guaranteed overtake here. I would try to not allow it. I would try to just, or if anything, let him overtake in the last corner so he doesn't have overtake mode. So because you're pitting anyway, so at least he doesn't have extra battery to use. I don't know. I don't know how you would even use strategy here or think about this. All I know is V-Dog's definitely thinking about something. As long as V-Dog can make an overtake on these two guys cleanly, it's all wraps for us. Costa now coming out of the pits, 6.4. Let's go to gap to leader. Let's see if Costa's catching Dez, because if he's catching Dez, he's catching Clarify. 16.1 is the gap right now. I mean, I guess Clarify's probably getting held back from Dez, though. Dez does not pit. He's taking an alternative strategy, and he chooses to stay out. But the problem is, Yeah, but if he stays out, slows down, clarify, allows Costa to catch back up, it does not matter because you need both Haas's to be on the podium. So if he sacrifices too much of his race, he will be the downfall of the title. Costa is he caught 1/10 in a whole sector. Yeah, maybe we'll see the tire offset later on in this race. It's definitely not going on really right now. He's catching slowly, but that's with him also. That's with Dez also fighting clarify. And there's a virtual safety car that might not help anybody because I think it's gonna go in way before anybody. But if it gives somebody a drive through, it changes everything. Hopefully, I really hope it does not get a drive through into any of the championship contenders, especially not V-Dog, bro. V-Dog's been through too much. I don't know what happened. There's a virtual safety goes somewhere. This is good though. If Dez gets there in time, I would take it. You have to. Dez has to pit here. If he doesn't pit, it'd be crazy. Dez doesn't pit, and Clarify makes his overtake. It is GG's. It is over. And Clarify is going to make the overtake. What is going on? This is a very, very interesting. Plumpy pulls off to the side of the road. Plumpy is going to call it quits. Oh, no, it's Caesar. I think Caesar forgot to hit the brakes. Dez is taking his hard tires the same distance he's taking his mediums. I don't understand that. The tire off, you don't have enough laps to catch. You'd have to, for him to catch, you'd have to be a second faster a lap. Actually, you'd have to be like more than a second faster a lap, pretty much almost. That's not going to happen on a world champion. I personally, Costa's not even catching. He's 5.5, and these guys have been racing, or 15.5. When he came out, he was 16. It's been multiple laps. I think Haas just pulled a McLaren in Qatar, and I think Haas just lost their title due to the fact they didn't pit when everybody else did. We're going to see over half the race has been completed, and Dez is still on medium. Nico with the 3-second time penalty. Costa and Dez, they're in the points, but points don't matter. Only podiums. And right now they're facing a race winner and a champion. 3 race winners are on the podium currently. 5 race winners are in the top 5. They gotta somehow catch them and overtake them. I don't see it happening. I personally do not see it happening. It takes like a whole lap to maybe overtake one car if you're lucky, because DRS isn't a thing anymore, so you gotta get a better exit. I don't know. Either way, Costa on the outside, that could be crucial for the championship, but he still has to overtake way so many cars, bro. I don't know. I've said this before, and think strategies have come out into play, but this strategy, because I'm a McLaren fan, reminded me too much of McLaren. I don't know. Even then, V-Dog's 10-second time penalty would not send him out of the top 10. They just need to race the race. Race the race, get the points they have, and then go to the, I don't even know. I would say go to the steward rooms, but not much has happened. Nothing that's happened was with clarifying. Was it Costa or Dez that made contact? It was Costa and Clarify that made contact? Yeah, exactly. But the thing is, everyone pitted when they did, and I don't think anyone. I think they're running a run stop. I think they'll make it work. So. Holy beautiful! Costa keeps his line, keeps it strong, and he actually might make this overtake. But hold on, he's gonna have to keep it clean though. Can he keep it clean? He decides to go on the outside, but he has to keep his line, keep the traction. Oh, you're going to try to get the inside line. They tap tires. Through goes Costa, up to P7, overtakes 3 cars in 1 lap. That was amazing. But Costa still now is going to be down so much time. And he has no ERS to make it take him back. Now he's down still 15 seconds. He was down 15 seconds on lap 13. But hold on. The V-carb taps Costa. Oh, the V-carb goes into the wall. I had a horrible angle, so I don't know who was at fault or what happened. But either way, Alex 3 hits the brakes the latest, turns in, tire locks, I think. Tire locked Costa. Does Costa have damage? And then we'll check to see if Alex 3 has damage. He doesn't have damage. Alex 3 has damage. Alex 3 has damage on the wrong side, so I think he might have hit the wall. Because that wasn't the side he locked. Des now, he needs to make an overtake on Alex. Alex does not have a front wing. His engineers need to be telling him this. Do not need to take a big risk. Oh, Alex 3 is glitching. He's teleporting. This would be very scary. You gotta go real with. Looks like he's gonna make a clean overtake. Alex is, yeah, he has no ERS. It's a guaranteed overtake. Unless he sends a dive bomb. He doesn't look like he's going to. Through goes Des. 7 and 8. Go the Haas drivers. It is all strategy for Haas. It is straight pace for Aston Martin. V-Dog, Don Polo. Is it a 1-2 Aston with a 10-second time penalty? It's definitely not going to finish a 1-2. Pretty much no matter what. Don Polo has more ERS than V-Dog, and I think that's going to cut it. I think Don Polo's going to definitely going to keep his position. But Franco's right behind as well. He thought about it. He was thinking about it. They all thought about it. But holy battery. Everyone's at 50. Franco's at 100. Lap 16 of 25, and Clarify sees nobody in his sights. Clarify's doing everything he needs to win this title. V-Dog's doing everything he needs to win this title. Well, I guess we'll see what happens. Oh, he tries to make an overtake, but he can't quite go for it. But he's definitely going to get overtaken by Franco, no matter what, as long as they both use all their battery. But I do think Don Polo's going to get overtaken by both of them, as Don Polo doesn't have like any battery compared to the two behind. V-Dog, Franco. Does Franco make an overtake? Can he make an overtake? He decides not to, even though Don Polo has no battery. He's getting absolutely saved here, and V-Dog decides not to go for it either. Baljeet and Burt are losing so much time that this is going to be great news for V-Dog. I think it's going to be, by the end of this race, it might be a guaranteed P4 for V-Dog. Because, I mean, they're just losing a lot of time here. Holy crap. Don Polo gets overtaken by Franco. Franco up to P2. Costa is catching Burt, that's for sure. He is 4 seconds back, but that's because these guys are fighting. Burt is a dirty driver. You got to be very smart of how you want to try to overtake this Williams driver, as you have one driver that's completely off the track. Our driver's creating a caution. Burt slowing down. He's missing a front wing, though. That's something you do gotta remember. He's burning ERS. Does Burt have the? Burt has a lot more battery than Costa. As Burt's been going a lot slower. Yeah, but no wing. Either way, Burt. Oh, Burt goes really wide. He has to leave room for Costa. Costa on the outside. Burt on the inside. Burt has way more battery. Battery is king here in the 26 cars. Oh, is there space left? Costa, as he ran off the track. No, he's not. They might have both left perfect space. But this fighting is definitely slowing them down. And now Dez has to try to overtake Burt. Does he attempt it? Burt has more battery and he has overtake mode. It's going to be really hard. But now Costa on Baljeet. They are catching. That is for sure. But it does not matter. Oh, he almost clips the wall and that would have been it. Costa almost into the barriers. But either way, back to what I was saying. If he overtakes him, he's still 6 seconds away from Don Polo and V-Dog. And he still needs to overtake Don Polo. He still needs to overtake V-Dog. He still needs to overtake Franco. And both of them need to do it. I don't see the tire strat coming into play when you only have like 8 laps left. They would need to be a second faster every lap. And that's just not going to happen. Costa down on the inside of Baljeet. He makes it look very, very easy. Baljeet has a lot more ERS. Does he challenge for it back? No, he does not. He's just going to let it sit. Dez makes an overtake on Burt, but Burt dive bombs him, sends him wide, and gets the overtake. Up to P7 goes Burt, but Burt doesn't have a front wing, and Dez knew it. Makes an easy, clean overtake. Burt back down to P8. And that is that. Either way, Costa is starting to gap ever so slightly. He's starting to gap Baljeet, but he's not catching donw and the speed he needs to. We'll see. Starting the second sector, he was 6. He's already he already chopped down almost half a second in a couple corners. Maybe he is catching. Maybe the tires are working. Is this the strategy? He caught by a second in one sector. Costa caught by 1 second in one sector. Is this, and he just lost a little bit of it. Maybe I was overreacting. Maybe it was too soon. Either way, now Dez still has to do his part, though. Dez now needs to catch Baljeet. I don't think they have enough laps. There's no way they pull this off. Because even if they pull this off, they would need to clarify to get a time. They would need to be P2 where V-Dog is, then give clarify a time penalty, and then gain that P1. But that would be very, very hard, and that would be a lot of luck. I don't see how they could win on track. V-Dog would have to be sent down. V-Dog's tires would have to go pop. In one lap, Costa did gain 1 second, but Dez has lost over a second in 1 lap. Dez needs to overtake Baljeet. Baljeet has no battery. Dez needs to go for it now. Baljeet physically cannot do it. Oh, Baljeet tries to give him a little smooch, give him a little kiss. That was interesting. And Dez makes the overtake. Dez has way more battery as well, so Dez should be able to defend against this as long as he uses the battery wisely. Okay, Costa not chopped down 1 second at a time last lap. He needs to do the same thing, but he cannot get overexcited. He needs to stay calm. He needs to stay composed. If he gets overexcited, he'll use way too much battery, and that will be that, and he won't catch. These guys ahead all have overtake mode, which means they should be faster. Clarify is starting to slowly gap V-Dog. Franco they're all staying so close. Costa was just 5 seconds, now he's 4.1. He is for sure catching. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, bro. They're giving themselves hope. But, like, I don't know. We'll see. Oh, every single time, Costa damn near kisses that wall. Eventually, one of them are going to go into it. Dez, 1.3 seconds back, but that's okay. I would breathe. You're not under pressure from the front. You're not under the pressure from the behind. And Costa has knocked down 1.2 seconds this lap. He knocked down exactly 1 last time. He's doing exactly what I said he needed to do. At this rate, he'll catch with about 3 to 2 laps left, and he could potentially overtake everybody up to P2. But he's not going to catch a clarify. No matter what, clarify, it's a guaranteed win. He played the strategy right. He pitted correctly. I mean, it doesn't necessarily. You would still have to have Costa and Dez to get 2 wins. Oh, virtual safety car. This has not helped Aston because it's right after they passed it, so never mind. Why do we get virtual safety cars but no collisions, bro? Brett's a terrorist against Cadillac. You cannot risk anything here. I would gladly lose half a second of time, then be right on the border and get a drive-through penalty. Drive-through would lose you everything here. And it's in. No drive-through. Everyone is fine. But because of that, V-Dog slowed everybody down by seconds and seconds and seconds. This has helped clarify, because even clarify gets a 10-second time penalty as of right now. Oh, he'll still lose position. Never mind. Okay, 3 seconds now. He has basically 5 laps. 5 laps to knock down roughly 4 seconds and make overtakes. He can catch in the 5, but can he overtake 3 drivers? And Dez is also not really catching Costa, but if Costa's catching them and Dez is staying exactly 1.3 behind, then Dez is also technically catching them. But not too much. donw on Franco. Oh, little slip up there. V-Dog's fighting for everything here. V-Dog has a 10-second. He's going to finish behind the Haas. But that does not matter because he finished in the points. He needed to finish P10 or worse, but there is a big gap from just Alex Pro itself. to Baljeet. So no matter what, V-Dog has done his job. He's done what he needed to do. Clarify now needs to do his. Clarify needs to get this win. And I think he has. I don't see how Aston lose it. I don't. Because even if Haas catch, and even if Haas give Aston a 10-second time penalty, right? By the time they catch and they race wheel to wheel and they lose time, I think Clarify gets that anyways. Miko goes very slow for a second, but he's back. He's chilling. That was interesting. 2.3 seconds is the gap now. 2 seconds is the gap now. They can see them. They're right there. Dez is definitely losing his teammate a little bit. Oh, Don Polo overtakes Franco. This is great news for V-Dog, though. These guys keep battling it out, but V-Dog has no battery. Franco could easily go for the overtake. He chooses not to, but I think it's a guaranteed overtake eventually. Oh, but he tapped somebody. I think Don Polo might have smacked the butt of Franco. That's going to end. Dez get the 3-second time penalty. Dez, he's not going to gap him by 3 seconds. That might be it. That might have sold the constructors, because I'm pretty sure these drivers have been pretty clean. I think double podium is guaranteed to be out of it at this rate, at this point. I think that's it. I think Dez's 3 is... Oh, I think that might have just ended it for them. Well, if that's what ended it, that's going to be absolutely horrible. Race isn't over, but we'll just have to wait and see. 1.5 seconds away from Don Polo. Franco has so much ERS, but he's choosing not to use it. V-Dog slowing everybody back. Clarify if he gets a 10-second time penalty. Clarify will still get the win in a second. Franco, he could make an overtake now, but that would just be pointless. He'll just start slingshotting around. Franco needs to make an overtake soon, but Costa has damn near caught the back of him. Dez as well, but he has that 3, and that 3 is going to really cost him. To get rid of a 3-second time penalty is going to be very, very hard. Franco, he can easily go for an overtake here, but he chooses not to. He chooses to sit back and relax. Because of this, it's going to cause Costa might not be able to overtake any of them because they're not fighting. I think Franco's going to overtake V-Dog. I do think that, but he's going to wait till damn near the last lap and do it. At this rate, he gets close. He has a shot at it, but he doesn't go for it. He could easily go for it now as well. Does he choose to go for it? He can easily do it. Oh, maybe on the inside. No, he doesn't. But hold on, because he doesn't want to do it, Don Polo's going to have an attempt at it. Oh, but his tires are shot. His tires are gone. They're going to race wheel to wheel. They're going to lose time. This is great for V-Dog. This is bad for Haas, but hold on. Haas down on the inside of the Audi. Costa up to P4, but now he has to chase on to Franco and V-Dog, and he has a couple laps to do it. I do not think the strategy that Haas have played out has actually worked. And even if it has, Dez still has that 3 second, but I don't think it worked. Dez has to somehow make 3 overtakes in a couple laps. And then he would have, they could still win it. They could still win it if Dez can make a couple overtakes. But Costa has to get P2. If Costa does not finish P2, it is Aston Martin's title. Because if Costa finishes P2 and he can somehow get a 10-second time penalty and do something, then maybe. But even then, it's probably not going to happen. Slow moving. It's the same McLaren moving slowly, doing some weird shit. I keep thinking this McLaren driver is trying to cause a safety car on purpose. Because every time I ever... Franco tries to overtake V-Dog. Costa's just sitting back. Costa's watching. Room has to be left. Is room left? Yes, there is. Costa makes the overtake up to P3, but does Franco try to fight for it? No, he does not. Now it's Costa on V-Dog. Costa has that 10. V-Dog has a 10. It's Costa's now. Costa thinking about the inside. He has to keep it clean, though, because V-Dog will send a clip in on him if there's any suspicion of being dirty. V-Dog also has to leave room. Do they tire tap? No, they do not. He backs out, but now he loses multiple positions. This 10-second time penalty will send him down to about P7 as of right now. Oh, no, it won't, because I don't know, bro. I don't even know. As of right now, it still clarifies. Not clarifies, what the hell? It's still Aston's title. It will be Aston's title on track, and even after, it'll probably still be Aston's title. But either way, Dez is now double, but he still has 1.5 laps to somehow gap by 3 seconds. V-Dog right behind. Caution in Sector 1. There's a bunch of slow-moving cars. Ginger slowing down and then racing wheel to wheel with these guys. What are these guys doing? Des needs to stay with his teammate. Des has to gap him by 3 seconds, or it might be over. But Costa has to catch. Costa has to be within 10 seconds. Why is Des making the overtake? Why is Des making the overtake? Des is going to cost them the entire title. Des making the overtake. Unless they're slingshotting each other. But Des could cost them the title. The 3? What's the 3? Yeah, but Costa, yeah, but Franco's right behind. Des doesn't have ERS. Costa's now 1 second. That is it. The 10-second thing that we talked about is no longer. It's just no more. And V-Dog's now right behind. He's gonna dive on. He can do whatever he can to slow Costa down. Des has a 3, so he's not catching. And now he's out of the 10-second mark. I think that is it. I think we might have just solved. I think the title might be done. I think Haas might have thrown away their title with the strategy, and then thrown away their title at the very end with that weird, with Des overtaking for some reason. Costa has to really save the CRS. He has to get it all in one straight, but Clarify's also going to probably do the same. It's going to come down to the wire. He has to get it within 10 seconds to even give themselves the smallest bit of hope, but that hope is probably still going to be pretty much nothing, as who knows whose fault it actually was. He is now 10.7 seconds away. I think that might be it. Desi, it's his first season ever as a TP. He's going to continue the streak. Peeper, his first season as TP, took the title. Captain Ash, first season as TP, took the title as well. And now Desi, after taking the driver's title, Clarify takes it home to Aston. Desi is going to take it home to Aston as well. Aston, for the first time in ERS history, are going to be crowned the greatest team of Season 8. They are champions of the world. Aston Martin and Desi. Clarify gave him the gift that he wanted to give him, I guess. I don't even know. But either way, Desi is a champion, and now, no matter what, a top 4 TP in ERS history. V-Dogs, I mean, he serves a 10-second time penalty, but it's only sent him down to P7. They won it on track. Costa finishes 9.9 seconds away, which is still crazy, bro. He literally got, bro, what the hell happened? But either way, I wasn't able to give Desi the commentary he deserves. I was too busy talking about stats and watching people race wheel to wheel. Desi has actually done it. At the beginning of this season, people said that he was finishing P8 at best. And not no more. He's proven absolutely everybody wrong. From P8 in the predictions to P1 on track. Desi has taken a team that's been P10 in the Constructors a season before to P1. That has never been done in history and will probably never be recreated. What Desi has done this season is absolutely extraordinary. Being down 40 points with 2 races left, coming back and winning it on track. Absolutely beautiful. Clarify takes the drivers. Desi takes the Constructors. They both promised this 2 seasons ago, and they both delivered on that promise.